need Jesus, Lord. Yo, man, welcome back to the channel. This pre-match analysis for Mamelodi Sundowns game against Esperance, man. It's the big one today, man. It's the big one, man. Honestly, I've never been so nervous before a Mamelodi Sundowns match. I mean, today was like unbearable, man. I was like constantly thinking about this game, and like I'm so nervous even now because we know that like we I mean yes we beat Esperance in the last game. I think that was the first time we beat Esperance, and again man that game was very tight. The first leg that was played here in Pretoria, very tight affair, and even today I expect this game to be very difficult. No, in our last encounter against Esperance when we played them away, I think we lost that game. I'm just gonna go back to how we fare against Esperance head to head. As you can see here, we've played them. I think we've played them 5 times, and we've only got results against Esperance. Like I think on one occasion. So yeah, we've played them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Today will be our 6th encounter against Esperance, and in the previous 5 games that we played against Esperance, we only managed to get a 1 win, and they've beaten us twice. Last year in 2024, they beat us twice, and we also lost against them in 2017. That was our first encounter against Esperance. So you can see even when we lost against them, the game is always tight. It's always very tight. You don't really expect too many goals when Esperance face Mamelodi Sundowns. And today's game is going to be very hard, man. Like there's so many things that needs to be considered in today's game. We all know what transpired last time Esperance was here in South Africa against when they played Mamelodi Sundowns here in South Africa. Uh, Things that happened after the game. We know that the fans, there were altercations between Mamelodi Sundowns fans and Esperance Tunis fans, which I was part of. I was not part of the altercations. I was there. I saw it live happening. I saw it when it started. I was literally there and taking videos. Today's game, I just hope that like today, same thing that we won't see same or similar scenes happening there in Tunisia. And I don't expect Mamelodi Sundowns fans to cause troubles. I know there's a couple of Mamelodi Sundowns that went to Tunisia. I don't expect Mamelodi Sundowns to go to Tunisia and start causing unnecessary drama like Tunisia fans did here in South Africa. But then again, today I just hope that the game will just go on normally and we're able to get results, because I predict that like I don't think we'll lose the game. I think this game will end up in a draw. I can see a 0-0 draw. I can also see a situation where Mamelodi Sundowns don't get a goal. I think we can actually manage to get a goal, because one thing that's going to happen is that like Esperance are gonna come out all guns blazing. I think they're gonna come out and try to get an early goal, and they're going to get exposed. They're gonna expose themselves at the back, and we just need to be deadly. One thing that we need to do in today's game, we need to take our chances. We really need to take our chances, because we can get that many chances. Like history tells us that like when Mamelodi Sundowns faces Esperance, there's hardly goals. There's hardly goals. I mean, in the last 4 occasions that these teams played against each other, only 3 games were scored. So it tells you that like not many goals are scored between Mamelodi Sundowns and Esperance, and it's something that like today we need to take into consideration. I need Peter Shalili to be on his A game. I know that he's there, he's performing very well, scoring goals, and I need him today to come to the party. And that first chance that you get, please, man, just put it in the back of the net. Put it in the back of the net. I don't want my players to be selfish. Look, when you see someone that's in a better position, in a better position to score, pass it to him. If you see that like there's another player, regardless how far you want all the glory to yourself, today is the day that we need to be very. We need team players today. We need team players. We need people that are going to um, put team first before the personal glory. And another thing, we're playing away, so even maybe whoever that scores, it'll hit the same as scoring up here at Loftus. So that's why it's very important that like we don't have selfish players. And also going to the starting 11 of Mamelodi Sundowns. I'm happy with the starting 11, man. I'm happy to see Lunga in the starting lineup, because Lunga is very honestly one player that like I think is very much underrated. Divine Lunga. I think people need to take his last performance, just not just his last performance against Esperance. He came in the second half. and he was very solid at the back. One thing, and also he can also provide you. It can be that an optional player that you use going forward. Is such a hard worker, man, Divan, and I trust him so much. And I've been saying even last season, he's always been instrumental when it comes to CAF Champions League. In the PSL, not so much because I think in the PSL we can use players like Tiwane and who's this boy? Uh, um, who's this? Maposa, right? But then in the CAF Champions League, very very important, man. So the starting lineup with the starting 11 is the starting 11. We have Renan Williams in goals. I mean, the start, okay, Salas didn't start the last game. Divan Lunga also didn't start the last game. But then I'm happy with the starting 11. Lucas Suarez, yes, it kind of like look shaking the last game, and I think it's one player that like the Esperance players are going to be targeting. They are going to target Lucas Suarez, and I think the midfield needs to protect him and not isolate him because I think he does has his mistakes. I hope that today he will limit those mistakes. You know that like he's not that pacey. Like, he lacks the pace, and I think they're going to try and target him. He's going to play in the same side as Lunga, so I hope Lunga does not go forward that much. That he plays that he becomes that third centre back. He becomes that third centre back for us when we are defending. And also, so we have Mudau right back. We have Divan Lunga left back. Granted Khan and Lucas Suarez in centre back, and Alenda Mkwena and Jaden Adams in central midfield. I mean, the central midfield picks itself. I think every Mamelodi Sundowns fan knew that like Alenda Mkwena and Jaden Adams were going to start this game. For me, the best central midfield. Honestly, that partnership, that trio, there's no better trio in African football right now than Alenda Mokoena and Jaden Adams. I think they complement each other very well. They understand each other very well, and I'm just happy that like we do have the best midfield trio in African football. Honestly, like I think honestly, like I can't even think of a midfield that is better than this three because you have Mokoena that is very very much defensively. He is very well, like very organized. He does well going forward. He can also get you a goal. You have Jaden Adam, who very much his creativity is very, very underrated. Most people don't really like rate Jaden Adams' creativity. And also Allende is going to play that box to box midfield and also being that deep lying playmaker and also having those long passes, those diagonal passes. So I'm happy with the starting 11. And going forward, we have Rabiero, Peter Shalulile, and Arthur Sales. Arthur Sales, I think he deserves to be in the starting 11. He does deserve to be in the starting 11 because ever since, like even in the last game that we played Esperance, he was impactful. He impacted the game in a positive way. He came through. He was honestly made the defense of Esperance work very hard, and I think he was that player that like they did not expect. And my laptop is about to finish. Let me do this. Oh, okay. 10%. So yeah, man. Like I'm sorry about that. Let me see what's happening here. As I was, so with today's game, we need to be some couple of players that we need to look out for in this Esperance side. Players like Rodriguez, I think he's that deadly. He can score goals for Esperance. But then I don't want to focus too much on Esperance. And focus. Wait, the game. Okay, 7 minutes to before 7 minutes before the game starts. And then on the bench, I'm not really happy with our bench. I don't think we have enough options there on the bench. You have Malbongo Kozo, you have Zunkomdi, especially going forward. You have Aseko Tiwane, we have Obas midfielder Obrimudiva, is that player that is um, he can play multiple positions. And then we have um, Igram Renas. Okay, Matias Escaval is also there. I'm disappointed that Tapalon is not in the match day squad because you do need that, the experience of Tapalon is very much instrumental going forward. You know that Tapalon is reliable. Yes, he did not have the best game in the last, but then again, you know that like in the second half when the Esperance players are tiring, you can bring someone like Tapolo Morena that like he can stress the defense of Esperance. He can stress. He can make. He can impact the game. It's very very. I think we can score a goal. I think we have a chance gonna be easy. Yes, I'm in this team also with Miguel Cardoso at the helm. This team is just different, man. This team is just different. It's that like I like the fact that like we are not one dimensional. We can change our game. We can ugly. That's one thing that like I like about this team. We can win ugly, and we have those players that can win us games. Then my network is really really bad. I don't know, but let me see what's happening here. 5 minutes before the game, this is going to be a historical game, man. I think all Mamelodi Sundowns fans need to be watching this game because I think something great is going to happen today. I think when I go to Tunisia and come back with results, I'm convinced. I'm really convinced. I hope the game will be open. I want us to sit back. I want us to defend. I want us to catch them on transitions, and we have players that can do that. And also, I also like the fact that like we have players like Tashir Matthews, who is able to who can score goals. It did not have any minutes in the last game that we when we played Esperance. I'll be hoping that like he does come through in the second half and get that, and be impactful because today's game is the game that we're gonna need players that are going to be impactful from the bench. So with the bench, yes, Tashir Matthews can be impactful from the bench. Ikram Renas can also be impactful. I think those are the only two players that I can actually look to to impact game from the bench. I'm just not happy that you don't have a player like Tapelo Morena. His experience would have contributed so much to this team, and also his pace would have contributed so much to this team today. But other than that, the game is about to kick off. There's plenty of games, man. Like honestly, I'm just happy that like today I'll be watching CAF Champions League instead of Champions League. That's one thing that like that's the biggest flex as Africans. I know it's Arsenal is playing Real Madrid. What else is it? Bayern Munich is playing Inter Milan. But I'll be tuning into Mamelodi Sundowns against Esperance. And yeah, man, I think we'll get results, man. I can't predict a win, but then I can see us scoring, and I can see a draw. Like I said, I think this game will end in a draw. It's gonna be the conditions, man. I can't. You see, last week, right? I was sitting by next to the Esperance Ultras, right? Those guys don't stop singing. They sang the entire 90 minutes. The entire 90 minutes. They only stopped got half time. Got half time, and come second half, you think like maybe those the second half kicks off as soon as the ref blows his whistle, they start doom, doom, doom. Yo, those guys, and they were barely 100. I think they were probably like maybe 100 and something. They were like, but then they made so much noise. They made so much noise. That drums, bro, like, nah, nah. Nah, man, that was special, man. Being part of that experiencing what happened last week, it was special. I enjoyed that game so much. Just, that's if there's one thing that like I would really love South African fans to South African football supporters to adopt is the culture of ultras, man. We need ultras in South African football. We need ultras. We need ultras, man. They bring such a different vibe to the stadiums, and it was fun. It was really really fun. I mean, yes, I know Mamelodi Sundowns fans do sing, but then they don't sing throughout the 90 minutes. Those guys sing throughout 90 minutes, non-stop, non-stop. They keep going and going and going, and yeah, man. I wish we could have into okay. Wait. What's going on here? Uh, we need to start having ultras, man, in South African football. We need to have ultras in South African football, man. Like man, I can unfortunately I won't be able to hear the sound from the stadium because I'm gonna be watching I need to watch the match on mute. But man, just man, just being part of that and people that Orlando Pirates playing Algiers tomorrow, and I saw there were so many Algiers fans that came to South Africa to support their team. Yeah, man, if you're in Orlando, please go and watch please go and watch Orlando Pirates against Algiers tomorrow, and just don't sit far away from the ultras of Algiers, because though, like, yeah, man, I enjoyed being part of that whole experience of just having fans that are so people that are so dedicated to their team, people that like love their team so much, and that like they just sing throughout the 90 minutes, and they non-stop. And also I like the fact that like we're playing in our white kit, because we never actually I don't recall us losing when we were playing in our white kit. So the kick off, please, man, make it happen. God, we need to get results today. We need to get results. We absolutely need to get results today. The game's about to kick off. Mamelodi Sundowns, Esperance against Mamelodi Sundowns. The game's kicking off. Come on, Gabriel, man. Come on, boys. We can do this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. They already started, man, with their things, those green things. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream here. Oh no, no, no! Oh my God! Now, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here because I can't watch this game while I'm live, because I can't, like, I can't do it, man. I don't wanna be showing my emotions on the stream. I'm gonna end the stream just now. Let me just wait for this corner, and I'm gonna end the stream just now because, hey, man, this game is going to be difficult, man. It's going to be very, very difficult. Anyway, see you guys after the game. Hopefully, with